Hi friends, myself Aniket Renavikar, Assistant Professor, Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. In MCOM Valuation of Real Estate Program, in subject Building Construction, Unit 6 is Concrete. In that unit, we can see the objectives of the concrete, introduction of the concrete, characteristics of ingredients, tests on concrete, mixing of concrete, etc. in this session. So we can start here for the objective of the concrete. To understand the classification of concrete, their importance in construction industry, to know the basic ingredients of cement concrete and the important properties of cement concrete both in plastic and hardener stage. Concrete is a mixture of binding material like cement, lime, sand, that is fine aggregate, pebbles or crushed pieces of rock like basalt, trap metal, and finally it is called as coarse aggregates and water. This concrete gets set and possesses a high compressive strength. Different proportions of concrete are used in different structures in construction. According to loads coming on this structure, proportions are different for different structures. The basic ingredients of manufacturing of cement concrete are cement as a binding material, aggregate fine and coarse as inert material, and water for chemical reaction, that is hydration. Sometimes to modify or improve certain properties of concrete, a small proportion of admixtures, that is additive, may also be used for hardening of concrete or for strength of the concrete. The first part is the cement. Cement is obtained by pulverizing clinker formed by calcinations of raw materials primarily consisting of lime, silicate, alumina and iron oxide at 1300 degrees centigrade. Cement when mixed with water forms a paste which hardens and binds the aggregate together to form a hard and durable mass called concrete. Based on raw materials and properties, these cements are classified as ordinary Portland cement, rapid hardening Portland cement, low heat Portland cement, blast furnace slag cement, pozzolana Portland cement, super sulfated cement, and high alumina cement. These are already we have seen in the chapter cement. This type of cement plays an as important role in the rate of strength development. Ultimate strength, durability, and environmental resistance, water requirement, and workability of the concrete are prepared. Initial setting time shall be not less than 30 minutes, while final setting time shall not more than 600 minutes in case of ordinary Portland cement. Next is aggregates. Aggregate forms a very large proportion of concrete and hence it plays a very important role in the properties of concrete. Aggregate may be considered an inert material which combines with cement paste by developing a mechanical bond to form a hard mass. Aggregate is cheaper than cement and hence directly helps in achieving economy in concrete manufacture. Aggregate also imparts greater volumetric stability and durability to concrete as compared to the cement paste. Aggregates can be obtained from natural sources such as riverbed, seashore, etc., or from artificial sources such as quartzites, stone crusher plants producing lightweight aggregates, and plants producing heavy weight concrete or aggregates. Concrete properties are greatly influenced by aggregate characteristics, that is the size and grading of concrete, shape and surface structure, strength, specific gravity and bulk density, water absorption and surface moisture, bulking of sand, soundness and durability including alkali aggregate reactivity and deleterious substance. The size, shape, surface texture, surface moisture and grading directly influence the water requirement for the desired workability during the plastic stage. Other characteristics have influence on the strength and durability during the hardened stage and proportion of concrete. Aggregate should satisfy the requirement laid in IS 388 1976 and its properties. Next is water and water cement ratio. Water takes part in chemical reaction with cement for its hydration and influences the strength development and durability of concrete. Water also lubricates the surface of aggregate, which influences the workability and compaction of concrete during plastic stage, leading to influence on the strength and durability of concrete. Ordinarily, drinking water can be used for preparing concrete. The limits of deleterious material in water can be used for concrete shall not exceed to limit specified in IS 456 2000. Water should be free from certain chemicals injurious to cement. The quantity of water should be just sufficient for chemical reaction and for suitable workability of the concrete. Water is the cheapest yet very influential ingredients of concrete. While making, water is required for following purposes. For complete hydration of decalcium and tricalcium silicates, about 23% of water by weight of cement is required. Concrete develops strength due to its hydration. Next, water is added in cement, pores are produced. It is essential to fill these gel pores because if these are not filled, the process of forming gel itself will stop. This requires about 50% by weight of cement. Theoretically, for about two purposes, 23 plus 15, that is 38% of water by weight of cement is sufficient. However, slightly more water is required to facilitate proper mixing of various ingredients. Hence, in general, if 40 to 50% of water by weight of cement is added, all the three purposes will be satisfied and concrete of high strength will be produced. That is water cement ratio of 0.4 to 0.5. The water cement ratio is the ratio of weight of water to weight of cement. To obtain a quality concrete has to qualify tests like workability test, compressive strength test. For the test is carried out for the high quality concrete. Workability is a case with which concrete can be mixed, transported, placed and finished without changing its homogeneous state. Workability of concrete can be found out by the various laboratory tests. That is, the first is slump test, second is compaction factor test, third is float test, fourth is Webecon's consistometer test, and last is Kelly ball test. The concrete should be good workable for getting its strength. If the workability of concrete mix is good, then it can reach to every corner of formwork and becomes easy for compaction, and thus possible honeycombing can be prevented or removal of centering work. So friends, today we can see all the ingredients of the concrete, ingredients of cement, aggregate, what is the water cement ratio for the concrete. This should be we can see in this lecture. Also there is a various tests should be carried out for the slump test, test in compressive strength test. These are should be carried out for the concrete training. For mixing of concrete, ingredients of concrete should be truly mixed so as to get a homogeneous mass with a proper workability. The processes like rolling, folding, spreading of particles are done in mixing of concrete. Mixing of concrete is done by two methods, that is hand mixing and machine mixing. The process of compaction of concrete is termed as consolidation of concrete. Consolidation can be done by two methods. First is hand consolidation and second is spreader. In hand consolidation process, consolidation is done by ramming, tamping with several tools manually. And in vibration, there is a mechanical device by which a proper consolidation or compaction can easily done.
For curing of rate, cement comes in contact with water. A critical reaction takes place called as hadron, and heat is evolved during reaction called heat of hadron. To fulfill this reaction, the concrete spaces are kept wet for a certain period for placing concrete, so as to obtain hard concrete, which is done till concrete gets appropriate. Period of curing is on the type of cement nature of work. Curing of basic work is done at least for 21 days, so as to get desirable strength. For plastering and mustering is done for 72 days. For curing of grade from concrete, pounding with water, covered with soaked or wet brick bags containing of water is done for the curing of concrete. Friends, see all the characteristics of concrete, on concrete, mixing of concrete, consolidation of concrete, and doing of concrete this chapter. Friends, we will stop here. Any query, any doubt, message on following mail ID sit under multi at uniswaji.ac.